At 87 years old, Connie Francis has finally opened up about the world that nearly destroyed her, a world that millions once dreamed of entering. To most people, she was the radiant face of American music, a young woman with a voice that could melt hearts and a smile that seemed to promise endless success. But behind the cameras, the flashing lights, and the applause was a darker story few could imagine. Connie's journey through the industry was not one of constant joy. It was filled with manipulation, heartbreak, and betrayal that spanned decades. She lived in a time when women in entertainment had little control over their own image, their own songs, or even their own lives. Every contract, every performance, every smile on stage came with strings attached, strings pulled by men in power who saw her not as an artist, but as a product. She began her career young, full of hope and fire, determined to make her mark. But the industry she entered was cold and calculating. Executives promised fame but demanded obedience. They chose what she wore, what she sang, and even who she could see. Every decision about her life was filtered through others. And when she resisted, she was punished in silence. The same people who built her career were the ones who tore her down when she refused to play their game. The music world that claimed to love her voice slowly began to suffocate her soul. As years passed, Connie faced one tragedy after another. Personal losses, broken relationships, and painful battles that the public never truly understood. Behind every performance was a woman struggling to survive a system that thrived on control. She endured betrayal from trusted friends, manipulation from record labels, and pressure to maintain an image that no longer reflected who she was. The glamorous spotlight became a lonely prison, and the applause that once lifted her now echoed with emptiness. There were times when she disappeared from the public eye, not because she wanted to, but because she needed to heal. Fame had taken more from her than it ever gave back. The same industry that celebrated her voice turned its back when she needed compassion. Yet through all the heartbreak, Connie refused to surrender completely. Her strength became her rebellion. She rebuilt herself piece by piece, refusing to be remembered only as a victim. Now at 87, Connie Francis speaks without fear. Her voice no longer belongs to record companies, managers, or producers. It belongs to her. She talks about the cruelty of fame, the silent suffering behind glamorous careers, and the unspoken price paid by countless artists who came before and after her. She exposes the illusion of perfection that the industry sells, reminding the world that behind every dazzling star is a human being who bleeds, cries, and dreams, just like anyone else. Connie's truth isn't just about her own life. It's a mirror held up to the entertainment industry itself. She survived a system that tried to silence her, and now her words echo for every artist who was ever told to keep quiet. Her courage is not born from bitterness, but from clarity, the wisdom that comes only after living through pain, loss, and betrayal. Today, she stands as a living legend, no longer the product of others' ambitions, but the author of her own story. At 87, Connie Francis doesn't seek sympathy. She demands understanding, justice, and a recognition of the truth that has been hidden for far too long.